a wandering dog stands in front of the store. It's that dog again. I keep seeing it standing here these past few days. This dog was a bit skinny, so the shop owner immediately brought him a bunch of leftover bones. A wandering dog stands in front of the store. After eating piles of bones, Bed, like the dog, felt gratitude from the shop owner. It kept swishing its tail happily. The store owner also tried to persuade the dog, then he continued to give the dog a larger and more complete meal. A decision by the boss to feed him. Then he kept persuading the dog to come closer to him. It was as if the dog was still somewhat wary of coming closer. He only has to continue feeding and creating sympathy for the dog. The distance is gradually shortened. They are still trying to make the dog feel safer. Bed, like the dog, still decided it was safe to leave quietly. The next day in the morning, the dog continued to stand in front of the store, Bed like it was used to being fed by the shop owner. Only when he comes here will the dog be able to eat. Special dog treats are brought for the dog to eat. The dog seems to have a very good appetite. It seemed like that amount of food couldn't fill its hungry stomach. The store owner continued to bring delicious food for it to eat. Gradually, the shop owner got closer to the dog. The next day, the dog continued to come in front of the store to beg for food. The dog now seems to no longer be afraid and wary. As usual, the shop owner prepared a delicious meal for the dog. The dog's presence increasingly attracts many young people. The next day, at noon, the restaurant was crowded and the dog still came. The shop owner saw this and immediately brought food out to greet the dog. And as usual, the evening dog came again. Now the bed seems to have no distance anymore. Then the store owner immediately arranged for the dog to have a place behind the house. The dog seemed happy and agreed. Accompanying are two other dogs, but younger. Bed, like a dog, who is still unfamiliar with his new home with puppies. Neighbors constantly come and get close to the dog to create a feeling of security. The dog's friendliness towards humans is no longer strange. The same goes for the two puppies. It seems that it is no longer strange and wary. In the following days, many people who knew this dog brought food to feed the dog. Gradually, the dog got used to and became closer to humans. The meal is now enough to fill the dog's stomach and no longer has to wander in search of food. Please pay attention to a nutritious diet. The dog has become fatter and has more flesh than before. In the following days, they continuously supplemented the dog's nutrition. Days when not fed, the dog often comes and stands in front of the store. And when the owner saw it, delicious morsels of food were brought out and entertained. The previous feeling of strangeness and fear was replaced by closeness and flattery. The store owner also realized that this dog was very intelligent and loyal. The place now only has a puppy to live with and keep company. He is very obedient and never bullies puppies or competes for food. Both of them seem to have become family together. Closeness and friendliness with people are now no longer a distance. Even the homeowner can now play carefree with the dog. An intelligent and absolutely loyal friend. Every time it sees its owner, it just wants to curl up and be caressed. Immediately, sitting in the car for the first time seems a bit strange to it, but gradually you will be able to train it. The strangeness and fear of getting into the car for the first time were clearly visible on the dog's face. It seems like it doesn't want to experience this service. After a period of persuasion and training, the bed seems to have gotten used to the car. The owner was also happy when the dog adapted very well and was intelligent. This was the first time he was taken for a walk on the beach. The strange but enjoyable feeling was clearly expressed by the dog. The following days, instead of being outside, the dog was moved to the house to live because the weather was too cold. The dog's luck in meeting beloved and loving owners. If you find the video interesting and meaningful, please follow me.